disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
No, you weren't. Stop capping.
I went and I sought out professional help.
Really, nigga?
I had to go into therapy. And go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Ask God? I hate when this shit happens, bro. Some niggas get caught doing the most foulest, disgusting thing, and then they want to bring God into it, saying, "Oh, I've asked for his forgiveness, and he's forgiven me." When someone's caught cheating, he says, "Oh, I've asked God for forgiveness, and I've repented to my pastor best friend, and he's forgiven me and he's given us his whole blessing to go together. I apologize." Even he's not even apologizing to Cassie. That's the person you should be asking forgiveness from. That's the person you should be apologizing to. He doesn't once address the victim, the person who was absolutely tormented.
You are now listening to Pree Da Production with your host, Majaro.
What is up, my tribal people? Welcome back to another video on the Pree Da Production YouTube channel. I'm your tribal chief, Majaro, aka Midge, and you already know what I'm going to say. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because we're trying to grow the community. And by sharing this with your friends and family, that goes a long way in helping us do that. And leaving a super thanks. It's very much appreciated. Now, let's get into the video. Whoa. Over the past 5 days, video evidence has been released by CNN of our least favorite abuser-in-chief, Sean Diddy Combs, aka the Diddler by some folks. And trigger warning ahead, the video that we're going to be covering is going to show the not even alleged abuse, the actual abuse of, the Miss Cassie Ventura at the time in 2016. P. Diddy is moving like an absolute lunatic abuser, as we all know. This is just video confirmation. He was caught in 4K, well, 323 or 340p, 370p, whatever resolution that video CCTV cameras in. He has been caught, and instead of doing the old deflect, this ain't real, this is false, I didn't do anything, I've been alleged. Instead of doing that, he's going out on an apology tour and giving the most insincere apologies ever. But let's have a look at that incident that happened in 2016. Hold on to your seats.
New surveillance footage obtained exclusively by CNN appears to corroborate some of the allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs wearing only a towel, assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video.
Yo, do you know how much disregard of repercussions you must have for you to be running a person down in your towel in a public hotel lobby or hallways? Anyone can hear. Security definitely got a hold of this video, and apparently he paid them off to keep this on a download. He paid him like 50 grand to not publish this or sell it to anyone else, to allegedly be destroyed. Brazy behavior, absolutely despicable. Runs her down, grabs her, puts her to the floor, kicks her numerous of times. This is devil's work right here.
There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says, as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say, he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can then be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
Until you get caught in 4K, and now you're releasing apology videos. This guy is absolutely disgusting. When these first surfaced, these allegations by Cassie in the lawsuit, he came out to vehemently deny and refute any such claims of him being an abuser or him, doing any of these acts that have been levied against him, saying these people are out for a quick paycheck and, I've been sat in silence and I can't stand in silence no more while people are disrespecting and, disgracing his name. But until video evidence surfaces, that's when you want to take accountability and say X, Y, and Z. This guy's an absolute waste, man. Just look for yourself. Look at the apology and see if you can see any remorse in his eyes, any sort of shame, because this guy is the most shameless person I've ever seen in public eye. He's out here defrauding his artists, his producers, singers, songwriters, not paying anyone what they're worth. But then he wants to go out and make speeches of arguing, saying, the creators of the art needs to be rewarded like they own it, and X, Y, and Z, there needs to be ownership and partnership. But this guy's the most shadiest, underhanded business owner executive there is. And he's probably learned from the worst.
Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light. The video hasn't been seen publicly before, and comes on the heels of a series of civil lawsuits alleging Combs' involvement in sex trafficking and sexual abuse, allegations that Combs has repeatedly denied. Authorities searched Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami in April as part of an ongoing federal investigation carried out by a team that specializes in human trafficking crimes. In a December 2023 statement, Combs responded to the claims in some of the lawsuits, saying, "Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged."
Until you caught in 4K and you have to go on an apology tour, let's look at this diabolical apology.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom.
Rock bottom? Bitch, you look like you're about to give her the rock bottom. Stop it. There's video evidence and photographic evidence of you going to, lunches, parties, even the whole Jay-Z Rockefeller Rock Nation brunch that year, before and after the incident that was caught on video. That's what we know. That's what we know happened for a fact. What about the other things that we know that we can't see that happened, or we assume happened? What about that? During that year and subsequent years until now, you were living the high life of the music executive. You had gone clear. But now, these allegations have come to light and full circle. Now you're being exposed for the absolute pagan that you are. You want to be out here saying, I've been doing some reflecting and having to go back and look at the person I was effed up. I hit rock bottom. What about the woman that you beat? She was at rock bottom. Where's her apology? Because we don't get one from him.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions
So
in that
now you want to
video.
take responsibility?
I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
No, you weren't. Stop capping.
I went and I sought out professional help.
Really, nigga?
I had to go into therapy. I'm going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Ask God. I hate when this shit happens, bro. Some niggas get caught doing the most foulest, disgusting thing, and then they want to bring God into it, saying, "Oh, I've asked for his forgiveness, and he's forgiven me." When someone's caught cheating, he says, "Oh, I've asked God for forgiveness, and I've repented to my pastor best friend, and he's forgiven me and he's given us his whole blessing to go together. I apologize." Even he's not even apologizing to Cassie. That's the person you should be asking forgiveness from. That's the person you should be apologizing to. He doesn't once address the victim, the person who was absolutely tormented. And maybe that's for a legal reason where, you know, his lawyers that are being paid handsomely saying you don't want to really attach anyone's specific name, you know, because that gives credibility to one allegation, even though there's video evidence of that. It's just gonna make more fire for other people to come and get you. Some bullshit like that. After 20 years of enduring P. Diddy in the industry in this form, where he's got all the power. Because back then, don't get it twisted, he was doing all this shady stuff. But now, since the advent of the internet, since the advent of cell phone and surveillance footage being on us 24/7, now you can't get away with stuff that happens in the alleyway because there's probably a CCTV pole at the top of that alley looking at everything that happens. You can't get away with, you know, offing someone in the recording studio because there's probably a logbook and video evidence of people coming in and out of that building. So if shit pops off, we know who the people that were in there, so we can narrow down to the suspects and the victim. And then we can do deduction skills from there. And up until today, or up until this video got released, there was still people defending him. Still people defending him, saying, "Oh, you know, just the system trying to get another black man in jail. You know, they dealt with it then." This guy even had his own son come on a record and chat so much shit to victims and people saying, you know, he's rightfully an abuser, and him saying, you know, all these are lies. FBI raid ain't shit, blah, 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 blah.
They praying on our downfall another time again. After the rain fall, the sun gon' shine again. That's right. Don't bust no U-turns, cause we ain't forgetting shit. And to all y'all that switch, suck my dick! Let's go.
Yeah. Suck my dick. What? You talking down the family name, man, you wildin'. What? I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy.
Fuck that nigga.
Bro, glow with me. Baddies, they ready to go with me. I just nod and they know to go get 'em. Might see me with some pretty hoes with me, but ain't no hoe with me. I just lay back in that Virgil Maybach. That shit like 450. Police raid the crib like they think we sellin' crack, but we out here selling tracks, multi-million-dollar plaques.
Some crap ass record defending his father. This guy beat their mother, and he's out here defending him. I'm speechless.
I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
You're truly sorry for what? You're truly sorry for doing what to who? This is no accountability. This is just lip service. This is just, you might as well just put this on a Twitter page. You might as well just tweet this apology because there was no emotion, there was no, what I'm actually gonna do. He just vaguely said, he didn't even quantify or he didn't qualify, say, I've been to rehab, or I'm going to rehab, or I'm in rehab. He just said, been rehab. He just said, been rehab, been counseled, or some shit like that. He didn't even really say, I went to counseling, or I've been to counseling, I'm going to. He doesn't say any of that. He just says counseling, all these buzzwords, and that'll get a couple of people off my back. No, we won't, bro. We're firmly on your neck. After seeing numerous famous people get away with bullshit like this, we ain't standing for it. As soon as there's credible evidence, you're cooked. You're written off. You're scrubbed out of the history books, bro. You're done. You're finished. Let me calm down. You're cooked, bro. There's no way back. Your professional career is done. You're going to no face of Revolt Media, not the CEO. You're going to be stepping down. You're going to be exiled from the industry, and rightfully so. Because the shit you've been doing, you've been doing that to other people. And it's crazy, the crickets around that. This whole situation. Obviously, there's no one coming to defend him. But the people who are buddy and pally like Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're surprisingly mute right now. There's no Rockefeller, Rock Nation brunch. There's no, come to my meeting, come to my Met Gala. There's none of that. There's no Halloween parties this year for sure. I remember when people used to be like, oh my god, P. Diddy killed it at that Halloween party, dressing as the Joker, dressing as Batman, dressing as all these psychopaths, right? He was playing in our faces this whole time. We just couldn't put two and two together. But now, once you connect one dot, the whole picture widens up, and you see how much of a dirtbag this guy is. Not just when it comes to domestic abuse, how he treats people in general. When it comes to business, when it comes to his professionalism, when it comes to his personal life. And don't get me started on the freak offs, cause them shits. That's a whole kind of worms I've been getting into. Just look up why rich people have yachts. That's because the same laws that are on the land, there aren't as many on the water. So that's why rich people get yachts, so that they can sail into the sea and do whatever fuckery they want to do. And when they come back, the victims that could potentially be involved have no real evidence, because they probably take their cell phones and there's no CCTV anywhere. There's no cell service for most people, right? What can you really prove? The yacht is the scene of the crime. You're not going to have access to that yacht for any type of investigation unless it comes full circle, and it's probably 10, 20 years later after everything. By that time, all the evidence is gone. The persecutors or the abusers can just sail off in that yacht, and there's not much people can do. They go to another country where they don't have extradition laws, like where P. Diddy's at. He's probably at the same mansion or the same resort that Russell Simmons is at, in the Gran Canarias or the Bahamas or wherever, the Cayman Islands or wherever this guy's at, dodging the police, dodging extradition. Anyways, what do you guys think of this situation? From my point of view, P. Diddy's cooked. There's no coming back. No matter how many times this guy changes his name, we're still going to remember. The streets remember. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
I be kidding on my foes, even though I got it all on my own. Success sweet, yeah, it tastes like honey.